great win today, a real lesson in moving and passing.
Yeah, I think every game that goes on, we're getting stronger, we're getting fitter, and that was emphasised today. I thought it was a real strong performance against a good side who tried to pass the ball one or two times. They opened us up there, so we had to always be concentrating. But overall, a real strong performance, good pass and movement, support into the box, lots of balls out wide, lots of crosses coming in. Everything I've asked of them, they've achieved today.
Yeah, it could have been 6-7 quite easily.
Yeah, I think in the end, obviously, we could have had more first half, but only went in 1-0, so we still had to be disciplined. But when they gambled in the last 15, 20 minutes, leaving 3 and 4 up, we caught them on the break countless times in the last 15 minutes, and we could have had 5 goals probably in the last 15 minutes. Kitty made 2 great saves from Lewis Hilliard and a point-blank header from Bassi, but some poor finishing. Webby didn't have his best game today in front of goals. He had 4 or 5 opportunities, but he got us the second goal with his great strike, but Webby could have had 2 or 3 himself today.
Yeah, what's amazing about this team is 3 off, 3 on, didn't make any difference about it.
Yeah, we've done that in every game so far. We've used all of our allowances on the substitutions, and against today they was forced on us with a couple of injuries, but they've come on and the team kept its shape and looked like we'd started the game.
Yeah, what about the guys who went off?
Yeah, Will got a dead leg, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem with regards to he should be right within the week. Junior, again, still got a slight problem with his groin, so we had to bring him off. But in general, they're only niggly injuries. They're not like someone's going to be out for 2 or 3 weeks. So, we've got a really strong squad. You see on the bench today, we had 7 players there. Any one of them could have come on and filled the positions with no problems at all. And we had 2 lads that joined the reserves today. So, we've got a strong squad. We can cope with it.
Yeah, all round the team, everybody played well, but I was particularly impressed with Desi Byrne and Danny Jacobs up on the left. What a great combination.
Yeah, well, to contain them two, I have to keep shouting at Desi to sit in because, he just wants to get on and overlap all the time. But they was leaving 3 and 4 up in the last 15 minutes, and I said to Tony on the bench, they're either going to nick one because we're not disciplined enough because Desi keeps getting forward, or we're going to score 2 or 3 more. But Desi at times, he's so adventurous, but he's got to try and sit in there. But he had a super game, and Dan Jacobs, time after time going by the winger, so much pace and strength, we just couldn't find the final ball. But both of them had exceptional games today.
And Chile up front hasn't scored today, but so professional his hold-up play and movement.
Yeah, his performance today was, fabulous. We could put it into him on the angle from a full-back and he'll bring it down. He was flicking a lot on. He's intelligent. He very rarely gives the ball away. And that makes us twice the side because midfield players can gamble. We've got so much energy with Webby and Yuzi going from midfield. And if they know the centre-forward's going to hold it, they can gamble. If they're frightened the centre-forward's going to lose it, they'll just sit there. But with Chillingworth in the side, we can gamble and it makes us a better team.
And lastly, we must talk about these supporters. Must have been 100 behind the goal, singing, chanting. You get them something to cheer about, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I got goose pimples at one stage. When they started singing "When the Saints," it was like being at a Premiership game at one stage. It was really noisy. It sounded really good coming from the stand. It echoed around, and it was fabulous. If they can do that week in, week out, the boys will love it.